the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, this might be a little awkward. You come home a little early and you catch your wife banging your 15-year-old son on the couch.
Oh!
Oops. Yeah, it's going to be odd. Now, she's not the biological mom. She's the stepmom.
And she's young, and
Yes.
she's cute.
Alexis Von Yates is her name, and she is a sexy nurse in Ocala, Florida.
Yates.
Yikes. Is actually what her name should be. As a result, now she has lost her single state nursing license as she awaits criminal trial for alleged statutory rape of the minor who was visiting his father on summer vacation. The unsuspecting father and husband just came home from his job, finds his wife and his son on the couch completely naked. The 15-year-old runs out of the house, and you can imagine the following discussion with his wife was rather uncomfortable.
I mean, how many times does this stuff happen? Because I just watched a body cam video of the same situation where the husband walks in, but it's the biological son, and he's of age, and the
mom?
Yes.
With his own mom?
Yes, and
No.
Wow.
oh, it was an insane video to watch.
He
And then
saw my story and made it a bit more twisted.
I apologize.
That's okay.
At first,
It's worthy.
He's out twisting you.
I couldn't believe this.
You know how we
video.
can make this even more creepy? They got to be biological.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. How about that? Did you see the video of the brawl from the 7-day Carnival Jubilee cruise that ended in Galveston, Texas?
Which one? There's been quite a few cruise ship brawls recently.
This is the most recent. It's the one that has 24 people duking it out.
Oh my gosh.
It was in the terminal's baggage claim area. The video shows a group chasing and attacking another passenger. They're knocking down barriers. Signs are flying all over the place. Security's trying to get to the situation, but man, the violence just continues.
Oh, my.
They don't have enough people to shut this fight down. The cruise line has confirmed that the passengers were added to the do not sail list and then referred the matter to law enforcement. The ship had gone to Cozumel, Costa Maya, just some of the places before coming into Fight Club right there in Galveston.
There's so much fighting going on that you can't even tell that it's fighting. That's how much fighting's going
It's
on.
mass chaos.
There was a little skirmish that kicked up at the Beyonce show.
Yeah.
It wasn't so crazy, though. It was just a couple of girls that couldn't fighting.
Was it Kelly Rowland
No. It was fans.
trying to fight Beyonce?
Yes.
Probably saw the video of the incident that happened with the ferry boat in Sarasota where the other speedboat came and hit it.
Yes.
It resulted in one person dying and about 10 others being injured on Sunday night. Well, that boat driver is not going to be charged with anything. Not at all. And some people who I think it's the victim's family is pretty upset with it. But law enforcement saying, look, we tracked down the individual. They weren't intoxicated at all. There was no traces of any alcohol at all on them. And they said, yeah, but they left the scene. And apparently he had said, yeah, after the incident happened, my boat was taking on water and I was afraid it was going to sink. And so I had to get it someplace to get my passengers to safety. And apparently law enforcement was content with that explanation. And law enforcement is saying, you know, the ferry wasn't properly lit. And that's what he's saying. It was dark out here on these waters and they didn't have the lights on.
Oh,
In a way I
no.
could see it. And apparently the people on the ferry were distracted by dolphins and they weren't even watching. So I don't even think they saw the boat coming. The ferrier was carrying 45 people at the time of the impact.
And it
So,
was dark?
Yeah, it was. Very dark.
You have to have your navigation lights on. There's laws about that.
Yeah, that'll probably be something that they will negotiate and talk about, saying, okay, you know, is this guy completely give an excuse and a pass on this or not? Well, here we go. We talked about this in Real or Fake Florida headlines. An elderly man in Palm Coast, Florida is being called the birthday suit bandit after he was caught trying to break into a woman's home naked.
Imagine that. I mean, are you more creeped out if he's naked or if he's got a mask on?
I think I'm more creeped out if he has a mask on, and here's why. Because if he has a mask on, he could be totally wits about him, just there to rob and kill me. I think a naked guy is on like some kind of drugs. He's probably out of his mind, insane, and I think he's going to be not as scary as the guy who's sober with a plan to kill.
He's still dangerous, naked guy, but
Yes.
he's naked, or he's dangerous because he's all crazy on drugs.
He's just crazy on bath salts.
That's a good point.
Here they are when they found the guy.
What's going on, bro?
I just came over to talk to you.
You're walking around the street
Yes,
naked.
I know.
Yes, I know.
I love how disgusted the cop is.
What's going on, bruh?
You're walking around the street naked.
Yes, I know. An 87-year-old man in St. Pete, Florida, got arrested this week for a domestic battery after getting into it with his wife, all because she tried to turn the air conditioning down. He's not having it.
Dude, maybe she was like burning up.
Yeah.
I have seen temperatures in a room that tear people apart. You know my friend Menopause Mary.
Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold.
Model Natalisi Taxisi shared a frightening experience in Tokyo after finding a man hiding under her hotel bed. Wow.
Oh my.
On the first day, everything was fine. The next day, after a day of sightseeing, I came back around 7:30 p.m., unlocked my room like usually, took off my clothes, lay down on the bed, and then I noticed a weird smell. At first, I thought it was coming from my hair or the bed sheets, but then I realized it was coming from under the bed. Jokingly, I thought, what if the dead person laying under the bed? But when I leaned over to check, I saw a pair of eyes staring at me.
Oh.
I saw Asian man under my bed. I started to scream and jumped on my feet. The man climbed out from under the bed and stared at me for 3 seconds. Those seconds felt like my life is over. Then he started to scream too and ran out from my room.
Whoa, what a story, huh?
He screamed,
Dang.
you screamed, and he ran out.
Wow. And he smelled too.
That's what's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're that gross.
Apparently so.
Maybe he was under there for a while and he had to go potty.
Do you think that's an inside job? How do you get in there?
The hotel is unable to explain how he gained access, so they don't know. It's still a mystery.
There is technology out there where people can dupe keys.
Okay.
Really?
Yes, Rocco showed it to me. Duping keys is a thing, and you can do it. You can buy these stuff to dupe keys.
The smelly guy was duping keys?
It's possible.
So the next time I stay in a place, I should expect to find Rocco under my bed?
No.
Oh, okay. There's an Uber driver who was arrested on drug trafficking charges after a rider said he boasted about having drugs in the car, and then the police later found them. Oh, and he was also wearing a shirt that said, quote, retired drug dealer on it.
What?
You make it so easy.
Yeah, you're making it too easy.
A 7-year-old Utah boy took the family car on a joyride and brought his 5-year-old sister along with him. Wow, how about that?
7 and 5?
7 and 5. He drove 10 miles after convincing his sister that they should go to McDonald's. Yeah.
I was pretty shocked and scared because, I mean, I have a kid, so I know how scary it is to come home and find your kid and your car gone. This is a really high trafficked area for a little kid to be driving right here.
That's honestly crazy to me. I can't believe that he had the knowledge to really know how to like drive a car and even reach the pedal.
And that's a blessing, really, because honestly, the fact that that child at 7 years old didn't crash a car and kill somebody, including themselves, is insane.
I wonder what that situation was there, like where his mom was.
Wow, how about that?
Get that kid in a NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
That's pretty impressive / horrifying.
Police were able to stop the boy. Nobody was injured. And due to his age, no charges have been pursued.
I wonder how bad he was driving. Was he kind of crushing it a little bit?
Is he better than us?
I'd say yes.
Were there moments where he was nailing it?
Yeah, I would say yes.
This is how we do. It's the KVJ Show.